Hi guys, welcome to another video of Shut and Voyages. Today we have with us the new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. This is the Ultra variant, mind you. Samsung just recently launched three variants of S20 series: the S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. I have been using this phone for around 1 day now. We'll be seeing the unboxing in the later part of this video. And one thing that I really liked about is this, if I have to say in one line, is Samsung got it right this time. This device is definitely what I was expecting from a company like Samsung to make. So quickly, let's just dive into the video and see the unboxing. There's not a lot to unbox because Samsung actually mocked Apple when they removed the charger from the box, but surprisingly enough, there is not a travel adapter in the box of the S21. Any S21 device, you have to pay 1700 rupees extra for the charger. So let's quickly see the unboxing and see what Samsung has left in the box now. So here is the box of the S21 Ultra. It's a very thin box, as with Apple. It was very evident that the industry is going in this way and they are going to remove the travel adapter. So it doesn't include a travel adapter or an earphone. Let us quickly get into the box. This is the 256 GB variant. Let's quickly get into the unboxing. Okay, so we are just greeted with the phone up front. Let me quickly keep the phone. Okay, the in-hand feel is good. My first time holding this phone is good experience, I would say. Let us keep that aside. And there's not a lot to unbox now in the phones because no travel adapter, no earphones, nothing exciting. Still, the main thing is there. I hope they keep it that way. This is going to be the wire, the USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Thank God they are now providing USB Type-C to Type-C cable in almost everything other than Apple iPhones. So, something good there. Okay, let us quickly see what we have inside. Nothing, just some paperwork, useless, no one reads it. The SIM ejector tool, and there's not anything else in the box. No back cover or anything like that. Samsung used to provide back covers, so now this is new for me. I think, yeah, they provided the back cover in S20 series phones in the box itself. As you can see, Samsung is planning on going green. Every company is planning on going green. You can read the text written about the film used on top of the screen, as a transport protection mode. So it's going to be protecting the device overall and protecting the environment also. Let us quickly remove the peel and see the device. Okay, I am totally digging this matte black color. Sorry, this phantom black color. It looks matte black, but it's a phantom black color. The sides, the raised sides is actually, I would say the raised camera module is a little better as compared to what other companies have taken the approach like the iPhone or the other companies, to just merge the camera module from the body till the middle of the phone. I love that. It still has a weird notch though, and a weird nudge when you keep it on a table. As you can see, this is the side. It has a power button and volume rocker. This is not a very thick phone, although the camera module point is again thicker than the whole body. In hand feel is good. It feels really good in hand. It feels like a premium phone. You don't have to worry about that. Samsung makes robust devices. You don't have to doubt Samsung on that. They have been doing it for a long time now. So let me quickly set this up and come back. Although I'm totally digging the phantom black color and the matte finish on the glass. I love it. This is actually the Gorilla Glass Victus on front and back both. Let me quickly set this up. As you saw, there's not a lot to unbox in the phones now. For tech reviewers like us, companies are just making it harder and harder every day to enjoy the unboxing experience. But still, if I talk about the device, this device made me switch. I use two phones. One is an iPhone and the other one is a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. This device made me switch from the Z Fold 2 to S21 Ultra. Few things that I liked about: first is the camera quality. I mean, it's still, in my opinion, no match to an iPhone. I'll definitely be shooting anything important with my iPhone. But as a secondary phone, I would love to have this camera with me wherever I go, wherever I travel. This camera I would love to have with me. Second thing that I like about the phone is the, in-hand feel of the device. The in-hand feel of the device is great. Samsung has worked a lot on it. And third thing is the display. I mean, come on, Samsung makes the best display in the market. You don't have to question it. Even in their keynote, it was just like, we just make the best displays out there. So you don't have to question us. You just have to agree to what we are saying. So that is it. The display is perfect. I've never seen this good display on a phone. Another major factor that I really like about the phone is, it runs on full resolution on 120 hertz, which is something that I really hate about the iPhone, because it's 2021 and you are still giving us a phone for 1 lakh above in just 60 frames per second. That is very bad in my opinion. Other than that, if I talk about the color, this black color, I'm definitely loving it. This is the Phantom Black. Samsung actually spent a lot of time discussing about the color on the stage, and I agree to it. This color is definitely eye-catching and looks different to me. So it's different, plus the camera module cutout, it looks good. I won't deny it looks good. If I have to compare, I think if I have to choose between the iPhone's design and this design, except the boxy design of the new iPhone 12 series, I like this one better. The curvier part I still don't like much. The boxy design I love. But other than that, the back panel looks a lot better. It has a matte finish in the back. So overall, it's a great design, a great camera, great display, a great and fast fingerprint scanner. It unlocks very fastly. It is using the Qualcomm's second generation fingerprint scanner. So in my impressions, if you are in the market, if you have the budget, you can definitely check out the S21 Ultra in this price point. If you love Android phones, and I can even go to that extent and tell you that this is the best Android phone right now. This beats OnePlus hands down, Pixel hands down. So you can definitely check this out. The software is still a little finicky because it's a Samsung software, and Samsung is never switching to stock Android. Doesn't make any sense of them investing so much in R&D. But still, it's a nice phone. It's a decent phone. If you are in the market, you should definitely check this out. And tell me in the comments, do you want to see a review of S21 normal, the normal smaller one, the smaller S21? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next one.